Hi, this is Trev and welcome to my blog. New tools have landed. Today I'm going to be checking out some brand new tools from the popular ALDI supermarket chain Ferrex Tools, which is their own brand. Before we take a real good look at the angle grinder, I'm just going to have a quick squint at the drill just for a minute, just to see what functions it has. I really don't want to spend any time on this at all because my YouTube channel is really all about car body work, and I would use this tool, but I'm only going to use it in construction, woodwork, building, etc. But let's have a quick look and just see what sort of drill it is. Instruction booklet and a drill body. A nice bit of weight to it actually. It's definitely not a brushless motor. I can see that straight away. Nice metal chuck. That's a nice feature. And so it's a hammer drill and a drill and a screwdriver. Also got a nice 2-speed gearbox on it as well, which does feel like a proper mechanical gearbox. Let's get a battery in it and see what happens. The drill body costs $19.99 and the battery costs $14.99 and the charger costs $14.99. So let's have a look at the battery. So this is ALDI's all new active energy range from Ferrex. So Ferrex is their own brand of tools. This replaces the old line. This is the battery. It's a 4 amp hour 20 volt battery. There we go, plugged in. So that's the high speed, and look at the torque on that. It's moving it in my hand. It's like a V8, isn't it? It's got a cool power level indicator around here. You press that button and this little bar lights up all the way round, and the bar gets progressively lower as the battery gets lower. So I'm just going to drive a couple of screws in and see if this thing works. It's definitely a brushed motor, as I've said. I can see it sparking. See if I can get it on camera. There you go, sparky sparky. It's got a nice bright LED light there to show the path, and it's got forward and reverse in the usual place you would expect it to be. So let's just drive a few screws in with this and see how well it performs. I am liking this chuck. I got a nice big juicy 100mm screw there, and I've just robbed that out of my other Makita drill. So let's just put that in there. Tighten it up. That's nice and tight now. This should just drive this straight in, and let's set the torque up. So we're on drill driver. I just set the torque. Where should I set it? I don't know. Goes all the way up to 20. I reckon 15 to start with. And that should drive that in there. If it doesn't, I'm going to just say it's a load of rubbish. Can't see, can you? Get it at a bit of a better angle. Yeah. Let's turn that up. Turn it up to 18. It's not even struggling, is it, at all? Probably could do with putting a new bit in the end, to be honest with you. That's driven at 100mm in. The motor hasn't even slowed down, has it? So it's got loads of grunt, loads of torque. On the box, 50 Nm of torque. And I love the chuck. I keep saying I love the chuck, but I do. The plastic chucks, even on more expensive drills, can be a bit of a pain, but this has got that nice metal knurled one which you can easily do up and undo. Happy days. The drill also comes with the accessory pack. So you've got a few drills, you've got the bit I just robbed out of my other drill, you've got a belt clip, and that's about it really. What's in the box? Let's have a look. A guard of some description. I have to work out what this does. Having spent 5 minutes working out how all this works, you've got a nice quick release guard. There you go. And then you can swivel this round, and then the teeth line up and you just take the guard off. So that's quite a nice feature. This goes this way round. You slide this round, okay? So when the disc's on, you slide that round, and then there's these little barbs that just snap in, hold that in place. Give you a good look round it, and that's how you fit that, because to be honest, that isn't that obvious how you use this. And this guard is supposed to be used when you are cutting, not grinding. The point of it is, I think, is if the disc exploded, then there's less chance of those disc fragments getting embedded into you. So next, the handle. Handle just screws in either side for left or right-handed, of course. You can also put the handle in the top. One of the most pleasing features for me is the handle, how narrow it is across where you hold it. So my hand wraps around that really nice. Sometimes, I don't know why, they make them really chunky around there, but this is nice. You really know you've got hold of it. Of course, the machine has a dead man's trigger, so you just press that in with your thumb, and then you can depress the trigger. And if you're left-handed, exactly the same again, press that in with your thumb, then you can press the trigger and you're good to go. Lock nut that goes on there, that's now secured to the shaft. It's a standard 14mm shaft, and a standard fitting on the lock nut, which is really nice because it means that you can fit 4.5-inch grinding discs. I mean, they could have been really naughty, couldn't they, and have made that to fit their own consumables. For me, this is the nicest feature of all, is the securing nut. I've never seen anything quite like this before. So this is sprung on the back, this is springy. I'll fit a disc and I'll show you how it works. That's just a standard 4.5-inch disc, cutting disc that goes straight on there, because they've made the step the same as a standard step. And there's their own brand, you see, goes straight on as well. Now, as I said, the feature that I like the most is this. So if you turn it round, find the spindle lock, you just lightly turn the spindle till the spindle lock locates, then you can tighten it up. So what I'll do is I'll show you how this works. Now you just flip this little tab up, so that little tab just flips up, and then you just tighten it up like that by hand. This is the great thing, it's all by hand. You just turn it, that little click was just the disc, I think, locating. And then this is the best feature of all, you see. You just press this down, and that is now secured. You don't need to use a spanner to tighten it up. It does come with a spanner, and I think the reason it comes with a spanner is if you get this jammed and it kicks back, and then it tends to then over tighten, doesn't it? So what you could do is then use that spanner to undo that if it kicked back. But look how easy this is to take off. There you go. What a cool feature. Of course, what it is a little bit like a pair of vice grips when you tighten the vice grips down, isn't it? It's just that lever action. So it's that lever action is then bringing that down and tightening it right up so that it can't undo. And then when you undo it, of course, just flick it up and undo it like that. No need for tools to change the consumables. I'm going to put this thing through its paces. So start off with some cutting first. So lock nut on first, disc on next, then the securing nut. Next, the guard goes on. So the guard, never having used one of these before, but let's go with it anyway. So that goes on like that. It's dead easy to fit, isn't it? And then the handle. Soft start as well. Let's go and cut some metal. Let's take a quick look at the charger and battery. So I've got the 4 amp hour battery and that takes 75 minutes to charge from dead flat. So let's have a look at this charger. A 20 volts, 4 amp hour battery, and it's got that little button on the side to show you an indication of how charged up. So drop down to 75% charged now. Very simple to connect it to the charger, just simply slide it straight in like that. Another nice little feature of the battery is it's got a nice rubber base on it. So that's plugged in. Let's turn it on. Charge indicator to show that it's charging. So you've got a visual reference to show that it's charging. Also you can hear the forced cooling of the charger. Well, thanks very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my tool review of the angle grinder and the cordless drill, summing up a few things I think really important to mention. Because this is the new cordless tool range, I don't know if these batteries are interchangeable with the old tool range. I never ever had the old cordless tool range, so I can't answer that question for you. I can't answer the question whether it's actually truly a brushed motor or a brushless motor. Nowhere in the literature can I see that it's brushed or brushless. I would assume it is a brushed motor, and it is a 885 series motor, which when I do a basic internet search does say that it is a brushed motor. So I can't answer that question either, because other people online have actually claimed that it's brushless, but these people are kind of doing a third party, I'm selling this on, you know, they probably just bought it from an ALDI store and then they're just selling it on and putting a couple of pounds on it. Something really important to mention, I think, with this, that probably the most important and probably quite an overlooked thing, is the overload protection with these cordless grinders. Now, I've never ever owned one of these before, but I've certainly used one before, and a lot of these suffer with, you put a bit of pressure on a disc and to protect the battery, it instantly cuts the power to the grinder. Now, a real good friend of mine that I worked with for a little while, he actually bought a cordless grinder from an extremely well-known, reputable tool brand that goes around the garages in the vans, and he paid hundreds for one of these things and it was absolutely useless. And as I said, the build quality was amazing, but as soon as he put any pressure on the disc, it instantly cut out, rendering the machine, well, as far as I'm concerned, completely useless. Although all makes and models of cordless grinders will have overload protection, they all differ in their sensitivity in cutting the power from the battery to the motor. This Ferrex grinder has performed better than I would have expected and didn't once cut out while using it to cut and grind metal for this video. So I can certainly see this coming in handy, and I can certainly see it being handy at
the scrapyard. It's not scrapyard though, we're eco people, like what? It's ecological, mate. We're doing it for Greta. I'm doing it for Greta. I'm an eco warrior. I am Dave Angel, eco warrior. Yeah, I'm the man. Copper's my cable. I'm pulling cable.
So I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, I shall say bye for now.
Nice.